Ben Shapiro says a woman can't play James Bond because men like to pretend they're Bond when watching.
Wow, way to be right in overall sentiment and utterly incorrect in overall fucking tone and demeanor. Wow, Ben. You find a way to, even when you're right, you're wrong. No, it has nothing to do with men trying to pretend they're Bond watching the movie. It has everything to do with us liking the tropes that are presented in Bond. Like, that's it. I don't pretend I'm Wang dangling around in a fucking tux, shooting a P9 or whatever the fuck, driving a car filled with gadgets.
I thought you could go ahead and play some Ben Shapiro so we could further trigger Paul.
You don't even have to.
To take a perfectly obvious
We don't
example,
have to, but
one,
we're gonna.
There's this movie trope that a 130-pound soaking wet woman can knock over a 200-pound man who is physically trained. That's absurd.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, that's where you draw the line of suspension of disbelief in a movie.
It's absurd.
When a man in a movie kicks the shit out of like 150 other dudes, that's realistic.
Normal.
When a fucking when someone injects you with serum to make you a superhero, that's okay. When a dude trains his whole life and dresses up like a fucking bat and goes around fighting clowns in a city or some shit.
No problem, TJ.
That's all good. But somehow just can't suspend the disbelief that a woman could beat up a man.
Dude, I wish we could just hire like one of the female MMA fighters to just beat the shit out of Ben Shapiro.
That would be fucking awesome.
Just like utterly fucking get him in a chokehold, have him tapping
Paul,
and shit.
What you're saying now is why I need private security around the clock, Paul. People always threaten my life and my safety.
Oh, yeah.
It's absurd in the extreme. One of the things about the Bond series is that Daniel Craig is ripped beyond belief, and he can beat the crap out of anyone, and so that at least that part of the movie.
Oh, shit,
Daniel Craig is... He's ripped beyond belief.
Oh, God,
he's ripped. I just want to oil up his beautiful fucking biceps and triceps and lats and quads and other muscle groups.
Don't even get me started on those abs. Oh.
That scene in Quantum of Solace when he comes out of the ocean and his abs are just dripping with the salty water. I mean, who doesn't want to just lap that up like a kitten? You know? And a bowl out of saucer of milk. I'm not no homo, but come on.
Movie is plausible.
I mean, in his little happy trail, too. The little happy trail that he had in that movie. Oh, my God. Stunning.
I'd be happy to get
If you're talking about somebody who's a bowling ball of a human going into other people and breaking them up,
yellow brick road.
That makes a lot more sense. There's less suspension of disbelief along those lines.
You're gay,
if it turns out.
And it's not even a bad thing.
Oh, God, he's so
I'm
gay,
not even
dude.
using it as a fucking pejorative, but just, like, let's just get past it. I think if you got past that, you and I would probably get along better because your positions would change. Just admit you want to suck Daniel Craig's big British knob right now, dude. You want him to fucking have his rippling abs dominate your little Jewish body. You want it so bad you can taste it. It's coming out of your fucking eyes, Ben.
You know what? It's been too long since we've done
It's been so long.
It's been too long since we've done some sort of like art contest thing. So for anybody watching this video, I'll give a $75 prize.
Damn.
Oh, that's cool. Like an Amazon card or something?
Yeah. I'll give you a $75 Amazon gift.
Dude.
You know what? Fuck it. I'll make it an even 100.
I was going to say, I'll chip in 25 and make it 100.
Fucking. You want to chip in and make it 125?
Yeah, let's do it.
How about you, Scott? You going to chip in?
Yeah, let's fucking...
what are you going to chip in?
Chip in another 25 and we got $150. That's pretty fucking good.
$150.
All right, so that's 150 right
150
there.
bucks.
I'll do 100. You guys got off cheap, but whatever. I came up with it.
That'll inspire some of the
Amazon gift
artists
cards
out there, I'm sure.
So listen, $150 to whoever draws me the most not sexual. It can have a sexual tinge, but it's not based on sexual. I want to see a romantic picture of Ben Shapiro and Daniel Craig.
Oh, yeah.
If you guys are fine with it,
and I want to feel the love between them.
Yes.
Well, if we, I know we do clips. Obviously,
and, I'm going to announce a winner. This clip will be coming out Thursday. So next Thursday.
Next Flash Friday. So how about we put it out there?
Flash Friday to Flash Friday. I guess if a patron, you get another day.
Yeah, you get an extra.
We'll make sure to put this clip out. So if you're watching this publicly, you can enter too. How are they going to enter? TJ, just tweet it at us.
Yeah, send it to our tweet it at the Deep Fat Fried account.
Yeah, tag us all in it.
Just tweet it, tag us all. It's Kaiser Scotty, Paul's Ego, and Amazing Atheist. You should be able to find us on Twitter pretty fucking easy. Tag us all in it. Send it out there. We want to see it. We'll do a little featurette. We'll judge it. So if you're an artist out there, and if you're not a visual artist, maybe you can fucking sing a ballad or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm willing to accept alternate ideas of entry. It doesn't have to necessarily be an art piece. You want to sing a song, we might take a look at it. Probably we're going to consider the visual art more strongly, but we'll look at some other fucking forms of expression. But I want you to express the love that exists in Ben Shapiro's mind.
Yes.
Dude, keep playing
Between
this shit.
Ben Shapiro and Daniel Craig. That's the contest. And it's impromptu, but that's how it's going.
Dude,
Anybody out there?
Play some more of
That
this,
hero
dude, 'cause
is
this
actually
fucking gay
physically
shit,
large.
dude.
And that is one aspect of James Bond. And then there's the other aspect, right? Because Bond is about the guns and the girls.
The girls.
When it comes to the seduction of women, there is a
When it comes to the seduction of women, I am not an authority at
Oh
all.
my God, can you imagine him trying to get in your pants, dude?
very, very large
So you're very
difference
lovely
between
tonight
a
in the
woman
moonlight.
and a
Moonlight becomes you
It's
so.
about guns and girls and seduction. I'm the seducer.
I'm in the mood for love simply because you're near me.
man.
Oh,
and then
you're
we
a
get into
radiant
the
flower in the moonlight tonight. Oh, the beads of sweat around your upper lip look so enticing, like the dew on a blade of grass.
lesbian aspect of this, because I don't know if this character is going to be a lesbian. Let's assume that she's not for a second. Let's assume that she is just black female James Bond, which means that she's betting the most handsome men. That is not in any way a wish fulfillment fantasy for the men who typically watch the Bond films, because
Well,
What?
couldn't they just imagine they're the
Yeah.
dude?
Yeah,
mean-
what's the? I don't even understand
Yeah, they're-
what the
they're
fucking
banging
contention
James
is here.
Bond.
This never even came into my mind, Ben.
Yeah, I mean, like,
I'm bisexual, so I've got a little tinge of the gay in me, and I never ever once thought about the angle that you're presenting here as why
But
I
he
like
has.
Bond films. So you have really explored the sex act in the Bond film to a degree that I don't think most men do. I mean, yeah, I like that he gets to fucking bang the hot chick or whatever.
I mean, there's definitely a sexual element to the
Of
James
course.
Bond movies, but like the problem is that okay, if she's a lesbian, you could still enjoy the eye candy of fucking girl on girl.
Yeah, you don't like
Or if
lesbian
she's-
porn?
If she's straight, then you can pretend you're the dude. And if you're not into her, then oh well, I guess you'll just have to enjoy the other elements of the fucking movie.
Yeah. I
mean-
mean, like, titillation is titillation, Ben.
Right. I mean, that's not a movie can throw as many fucking nice tits at you as it wants to, but if it sucks as a movie, that's not going to save it. Might bring it up a point or two. That's about it. You know, and I'm an expert here because I watch a lot of fucking schlocky garbage movies
Oh, yeah.
that try to fix their problems behind a few big titties. And it doesn't work. It's nice for a second.
Fun to
but
look
that's
at.
about it.
Doesn't really do much.
There's not much substance there. Once you get past the little thrill of like, ooh, some titties.
Oh, wow, those are some tits. And then pretty much you want the movie to keep being good.
I think it's just like, look, you know, Ben Shapiro just needs to admit that he wants to be the doe-eyed girl that James Bond fucking picks
He does.
up, dude.
He wants to be Holly Berry or some shit in one of these Bond movies.
Oh,
Oh, Daniel Craig, what are we going to do? Dr. Moloch's men are right around the corner. Don't worry, love. I got it.
Is that how James Bond
Yeah.
talks?
Oh, should I start sucking now? Oh, yeah.
Oh, please do. Suck it dry. Oh, that's a double O blowjob. Yes, Ben. Yes. Oh, take the loads, Ben.
the disproportionate share of
right.
the Bond audience is male. So unless you're completely shifting the character, it makes no sense. It also, on a narrative level, makes no sense at all. Because the challenge for James Bond to be completely sexist about this, okay? The challenge for James Bond is conquest, right? That's obviously been part of the trope of the series, is this conquest-driven mentality by James Bond. Now they're trying to make it as though he has to be in a relationship every movie because they're trying to make it as though he is not an abuser of women. Understood? Okay, but that was always the appeal of Bond, is in every movie he was going to somehow seduce the most beautiful woman in the movie into bed with him. And this is what made him an idol to millions
the
of
most
men.
beautiful
Well, of course,
Jew.
That is one aspect of why people enjoy the James Bond movies. And there are so many more problems inherent with retooling and recasting James Bond as a woman. And I understand she's not going to be James Bond. She's just going to be the focus, and she's using his number or whatever. I don't know what
I don't even think she's going to be the focus. I think that it's still going to be about James Bond and Daniel Craig, but there's going to be this story arc where she has taken his number 007 for some reason. And I'm pretty sure from what I read, he's still going to fuck her at some point anyway. So it's just like, even in the Me Too era, James Bond is still somehow going to fucking tap that. Now, if he doesn't, then, maybe you could talk about how, like, well, they've kind of tarnished the James Bond legacy here.
Well, she's going to look at him at one point and say, James, I completely consent to sexual activity and am excited to engage in such with you. And he's going to say, I will check in 1 minute to make sure that consent remains established. But I, too, am greatly looking forward to sexual activity with you.
I'll just need you to
And
sign
then
this
they'll
piece of
sit
paper.
in one moment of silence.
Yes. And then he will be like, does the consent still stand? And she'll say, yes, it does stand.
And that's when you pull out your standard consent contract, and they
Yes.
both sign off on it. They both have their lawyers
Yes.
present. They file it with the court, and they get local constable and all that shit. Make sure that all gets run through the system. Then finally, after that, he of course again has to ask. Now we've all done this. We've gone through this process. Now may we do you consent to sexual activity? And remember, we've talked to feminists. You have to ask individually. So it's like, may I take your shirt off?
Yes. May I touch your breast with my left hand
Each time you do it.
at a medium squeeze? May I roll you over and slap that booty? Oh, no, I apologize. I hope I did not trigger any history of violence memories in you. I will remove my penis. And
It sounds
Go-
about
go.
as sexy as it gets, Paul.
oh, man. Don't you love sex in the modern era, dude? Isn't it awesome?
I love it. Love it.
It's become a great, great time.
Because you know what was really fucking sex up before was all that spontaneity. and shit.
Oh, yeah, the way it would
Gross.
just happen sometimes, you know what I mean?
No, gross.
Ugh.
Yuck. I don't like it.
Listen, become a fucking patron, you stupid fuck! What are you waiting for? Huh? Get up, grab your credit card, go over to Patreon and become a patron already! For fuck's sake, what am I gonna do? Spoon feed you epic shit while you lay on your back? You gotta go where the food is! Go! Reach into your wallet. Take out that card. Go to Patreon and swipe that motherfucker and become a real man!
Or woman.
Or a woman.